Welcome to List of 13. I'm Megan.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for watching. We make lists on various topics, find 13 awesome facts, and present them to you.
If you have tristodectophobia, this video may not be for you. Otherwise, enjoy the list.
Today we're talking about a comedian that I tried to watch as much as I could, especially back in high school. And then when I got older, he had lots and lots of hilarious things that he did, including a special segment he called Stupid Human Tricks. We are talking about Indiana's own David Letterman, and today we bring you 13 facts about David Letterman you probably didn't know.
Number 1. David Letterman was the first late-night talk show host to return to the air after 9/11. During his 8-minute monologue, he stated, "There is only one requirement for any of us, and that is to be courageous, because courage, as you might know, defines all other human behavior."
I remember watching that, and I remember it was a very glum and scary time, and it was really good to hear some comedy and also really good to have a person who was in the limelight that was so supportive of what happened to the people that happened to. Number 2, an instant hit was Letterman's Velcro suit stunt in 1984 when he stuck himself to a wall after jumping on a trampoline.
I love the Velcro suit. That and the top 10 lists are really at the top for me.
They are both really funny. For me though, I'd say that probably him doing ridiculous stuff like taking a bunch of paint to the top of his building and dumping them off the side of the building just to see what would happen. It was ridiculous because of course everybody knew what would happen. There'd be paint all over the parking lot.
Right. Number 3, he used his own money to pay late show staff when the show went off air for 4 months from November 2007 to February 2008 during the writer's strike.
Which was a really cool thing. I mean, you had these people that were disrupting the show from happening, so the other employees that were not part of the writers union lost a lot of money, and it was really cool for David Letterman to make sure their families didn't go hungry.
Well, although he's the face of the show, everybody helps run it, so it's good for him to recognize that.
Number 4. Before his first late night gig, David Letterman was a weatherman in Indianapolis.
Well, if he had any sense of humor as the weatherman, that would be some entertaining weather.
I've actually seen clips. It was pretty funny.
Number 5. In August 2011, the FBI said that it was looking into a threat by an alleged Al-Qaeda associate calling for Letterman to be killed and his tongue cut out. After the threat was reported publicly, Letterman didn't back down. "I wish I had a nickel for every time a guy has threatened to cut my tongue out," he said. "I think the first time was at the Academy Awards."
Another thing from David Letterman that I remember that was hilarious. Number 6. Letterman's current wealth is an estimated $425 million. And although that doesn't make him nearly the richest person in the world, that is a lot of $1 million.
Right.
We want to thank you again and tell you how much it means for you to watch this video.
We would really appreciate if you would do some things to help our channel grow and reach more people.
We would be so grateful for you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, ring the bell, and share this video with your friends. As a result, YouTube will share our video with more people.
Number 7. Probably the most high profile of all of Letterman's controversial late night moments came in 2009. It was the year in which Letterman admitted, live on air, to having been the subject of a blackmail attempt over affairs he had had with his staff over the years, in particular with his personal assistant. He later said this was the biggest mistake and the hardest thing he's had to deal with.
Well, really good for him for confronting the bullies who tried to bribe him, and kudos to him for coming clean about what happened.
Clearly it ended up not being that big of a deal. I forgot it ever even happened.
Number 8. Among his big breaks was as a cast member on a 1978 CBS variety show starring Mary Tyler Moore. The Mary Show, however, was quickly canceled. Letterman bounced back, filling as a guest host on NBC's The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson.
Man of many talents.
Yes.
Number 9. David Letterman lost the Tonight Show hosting gig to Jay Leno, but Johnny Carson, the original host of The Tonight Show, went to The Late Show for his final TV appearance on May 13th, 1994.
It's really kind of showing where his allegiances were. Number 10. Kelly Frank, a house painter who had previously worked for Letterman, had planned to kidnap David's son Harry and ransom him for $5 million.
He's really kind of had a gamut of crazy things happen.
Right, but the thing is, I mean, if you're going to kidnap somebody's kid, picking somebody as rich as David Letterman would probably be a good idea.
Number 11. Letterman had a stalker through the 80s and 90s. Her name was Margaret Mary Ray.
I used to love when he talked about her on his show too. That was so funny.
Yeah, again, more adventures and craziness with David Letterman.
True. Number 12. Letterman hosted the 1995 Oscars and began the show with an odd turn that introduced Oprah Winfrey to Uma Thurman. Oprah? Uma, Oprah.
I still remember that. It was hilarious.
Yes.
And the look on their faces, it was just amazing.
Right.
And number 13, having his first show containing his name being The David Letterman Show in 1980, and currently hosting the Netflix series My Next Guest needs no introduction with David Letterman. He's been at this for more than 40 years with no hint of stopping.
Well, we look forward to seeing more of David Letterman, and he is truly a man of many talents who is absolutely amazing.
We appreciate you listening to our list of 13 facts about David Letterman you probably didn't know.
Tell us which one surprised you the most, or maybe what your favorite David Letterman act is.
Thanks again for watching.
If you have an idea for a new video, tell us in the comments. We'll mention you if we do it.
We hope you have an awesome day.
And please be kind to each other.